Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a special edition of Coach Football Talk. I'm your host, Seneca Hampton. Tonight, I have a special guest with you. I have the Magnolia Sports Association's president and CEO, Kiery Stribling. Coach Strib, as a lot of the players know him as, has one of the most sought after All-Star games in the state of Mississippi right now, the Magnolia Senior Bowl. And he also has the 10th grade super sophomore or rising sophomore
Super
or future
sophomore.
super sophomore, where you highlight the top upcoming sophomores in the state of Mississippi, public and private school. Uh, he his name got called out last Friday from a lot of players and coaches. They want to know about about a lot of players that were left off a lot of the All-Star games, board games. Like for the Bernard Blackwell Classic All-Star game between North and South, and of course the Mississippi Alabama All-Star game, which two regarded and respectful All-Star games in the state of Mississippi, but when you come with something different, you have brought something different to the forefront now, and as you dubbed it, you call it the best of the rest. Can you just get, before we go into our question there, can you give us a quick synopsis of what the Magnolia Sports Association brings up?
Man, it was just basically something that was needed for the state. It was like, you just think about it. How many players is it in the state that's actually, I'm talking about, talented enough to be in an All-Star game? It's so many. So for two All-Star games to be the only All-Star games in Mississippi, and one you got one that picks 42 people to represent the whole state of Mississippi. So you got to pick the best 42 kids in the whole state of Mississippi out of all these kids that's seniors. And then you got one that picks 42 and 42, which would be 84 of, kids out of the state. So even with that, you still at what, 84 plus 42? You know what I'm saying? We still over 200 kids out of thousands of seniors over the state of Mississippi. So I just feel like, man, just trying to create another avenue to be able to shine even more light on All-Stars and kids that deserve them opportunities, as well as to add another tier to the other two All-Star games.
Well, what did you run into any type of roadblocks when you first started this All-Star game?
Man, what roadblock I did run into? I'm talking about, like, it was one thing after another, one thing after another. But like I said, that's with anything that's brand new. One thing that people don't understand with things that's brand new is two things for sure gonna happen with stuff that's brand new. It's either everybody gonna think it's fake, and everybody gonna think it's a money grab or something like that, because that's all. Like, we in Mississippi, we always feel like stuff that's too good to be true is literally too good to be true. So when anything new pops up and you gotta pay a fee to be in it or something like that, it automatically gets a stain on it, especially when it haven't been around. So the main obstacle was basically just to lay it down, bro. We was having problems with, we couldn't use some coaches because we was out of season last year. We was having all type of problems with just like we thinking we didn't have insurance for the kids to play in the games. But now that we going on year 3, it's bigger and better, man. Like I said, I couldn't complain about anything. I'm glad we had all the roadblocks, because guess what it did? It didn't do nothing but lay the road out right for me going into year 3 to make sure if I am breaking any rules, to make sure that I'm not breaking any rules. I'm all about rules, because everything in the world needs to have a set of rules to make things stay on track. So when I run into rules or something that I feel like, that they was feeling like I was breaking or something like that, I didn't go get mad or nothing like that. I just adjusted to it and tried to make sure that if this was gonna be a roadblock, that I make sure that I got my license together next time, basically.
Right. Hey, ain't nothing like a hard lesson learned, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to conduct an interview with you, and let people, from my perspective, from the Mississippi Gulf Coast, get to know who Kiery Stribling is. Let our coaches, our athletic directors, all our media platforms, so they'll get to know who you are, because you're just as important now as all these other CEOs and presidents of these other All-Star games that they want their kids to be involved in. So they have the floor to conduct any Q&A right now on social media to ask you any questions after I conduct the interview with you. So as I put on my new big game buff designer games, you know what I'm saying, so I can conduct this interview.
Okay, then. Hey,
You see what I'm saying?
just
These
something that
ain't
we
hit the
wear
store yet.
on just something that we wear on a classic day.
That's
Not
it. You
nothing
know
that
what I'm
gotta be
saying?
for nothing else.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Just know everything's for sale if we put it on our body. All right.
Hello.
All right. So can you explain the selection process for players participating in the MSA Senior Bowl All-Star Game, and what criteria do they do you consider?
Man, listen. First of all, first thing first, what we do is when it got anything to do with the Magnolia brand, we are scouting from the time the season ends, like from the jump, like from the past previous season. Because one thing I want to do is I like to judge people off of their body of work. And the people that I have around me, they on the same type of pace. Like I said, I got people that's in all different regions now that's helping me out with even finding these players. When we first started this, it was nothing but me and a guy from the Delta that was just, you know what I'm saying, that were putting stuff together. That's why it was so Delta heavy the first year, because he would put me on all the gyms of the Delta kids. You know what I'm saying? So what we tried to make the criteria was, first of all, man, you got to have a good body of work. Like, we understand some kids have them seasons where, you know, this is their first year start. They might have been behind a Dante Didell, or they might have been behind a what was the kid that played the Gulf Coast now that was in that game? I can't even think of his name right now, but John Peterson was behind him. Bilbo. Bilbo. So you might be behind some classic people like that that's just dominant like that. Even in high school with me, I was behind outside linebackers that all started every year. So, like, you know, I didn't start heavy minutes to my senior year to get a scholarship. So but what I mean by body of work is, bro, we just, like, when you got a body of work and you already been starting since your 19th grade year, I mean, you automatically jump the ship if you're doing consistent numbers or elevating every year. Like, you automatically, like, that'll make you pick somebody that might have got even hurt this senior year and they just not starting to play, but they got this body of work to show that they was the ones that was like that to be on the watch list and stuff like that. So the first thing we always judging off is the body of work, man. The next thing is got to have your stats together. Like, I can't just go off of you telling me what you got when it's a national platform where you can post your stats and we can see that they're there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy for you to hit me up right now, Bingo, and say, Kiery, what your stats was when you was in high school. And I can honestly lie to you if I want to and just be like, man, shoot you, I had 200 tackles, I had 3 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? I can say all that because it ain't documented. You know what I'm saying? But when you got the documentation, bro, behind your stats and stuff like that, bro, for where we can go and put them up against other people in the whole state, and on top of that, the whole nation, that's definitely a big plus. So make sure that you always got your stats, whether you're using SB Live or whether you're using Max Preps. Because when we do these nomination forms and you tell me your stats, the first thing I'm gonna go do is go check both of them to see if these stats check out. Just to be honest with you. So you gotta have your stats together. People that say stats can be fluctuated or whatnot, okay, if they got coaches fluctuating kids' stats, the coach need to be slapped upside his head, because why are we doing it? Like, we need to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? If you teaching accountability and you teaching integrity and stuff like that to the kids, we know ain't no coaches and fluctuate no kids' stats. Come on, now these coaches.
Right.
And if they is, what they get out of doing that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Other than that, we going, after I see the stats, guess what I'm gonna go look at next? I'm going to look for where your film is. If you ain't got your film together, bro, or if you got this film together that's going, like, if you telling me that you're trying to be one of the top running backs in the state, but the first 5 clips is you just scoring a touchdown, and then the next clip probably 39 seconds next after you don't celebrate it and did all that, we probably ain't gonna watch it. If you saying that you got 29 touchdowns and your first 3 plays ain't a touchdown, I'm definitely gonna think you lying, because how you got 29 touchdowns and your highlights aren't touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I've literally been going through kids' films lately that's been doing it. Like, how do you have all these touchdowns that you accounted for, but on your film, your first touchdown ain't to like the 6th, 7th highlight? Like, that don't make no sense. Like, your whole film should be full of touchdowns, especially if you got all these yards that you got. And moving on from that, like I said, after we check the films, bro, it's character. Like, I'm big on social media. I'm everywhere on
Mm-hmm.
social media on all the platforms. So I'm watching you when you think that I'm not even watching you. First thing I'm gonna go do if any of these all stars from the president, from the past, they'll tell you Strips follow me on everything right now. That man follow me on all the way down to my huddle. I'm following you so I can see what your highlights is before anybody else see them. It's coming to me as a notification to see when you
Right.
update your highlights and stuff like that. So best believe I'm watching you on social media putting out these other post stuff that ain't got nothing to do with football, but you want to go showcase your talents in a large all-star game, but you
Right.
on here talking about sex and sexy red and vaping and doing what smoking black and miles on your lives and just all that extra stuff that you think I'm not looking at. You think I'm gonna pick you to put in a dorm or to put in a hotel room that we gotta that's got to be registered under our name, and we putting them type of people in the hotel room. No, we not.
Right.
We don't want nobody in no all-star game, especially no Senior Bowl, that we got to be even saying anything about behavior or stuff like that. Like y'all, what if you in a Senior Bowl? This supposed to be the top of the top caliber of kids. They know how to handle themselves because they finna get ready to go to college and they all finna get scholarships and they all got stars. We don't want nobody that's like I said that's on there gonna be trying to ain't even gonna be focused on the All-Star game, gonna be trying to sneak out the room to go do something. And
Right.
now we at the hotel at this time, gotta call your mom and tell her come get you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just that type of stuff. We all about character. It's a slot on the profile sheet when you nominate the player for them coaches. If your kid ain't got good character, you might well because I'm going to follow them on social media and I'm gonna judge my own self off how they moving on social media. You don't want to be judged off their social media, stop playing on it.
Right. Right. Well, you pretty much answered my next 2, 3, and fourth question. So, how do you ensure that your selection committee ensures a fair and unbiased selection process to represent the best talent in Mississippi in high school football for public and private schools? Am I correct?
I can honestly say that this going right back to what I said about integrity, right? The first year when we did this, I felt like after it was all laid out, I didn't have my hands on hardly like picking none of the players like that because I put my trust in the people around me to do that. But as we got to the game and I'm seeing like, we top heavy on this area, and I ain't got nobody from this area, like that type. I tried to make sure after year one that I never ran into that situation again. So with me, I make sure that my eyes, the person that runs the whole thing, is laid on every person that's selected for this game. So if you are selected for this game or been on a watch list, guaranteed I don't watch your film, I don't judge your character, I don't did that. So even though I got people helping me select kids, it never can get biased because I'm not connected to none of the kids. Too tough to where I can't make sure that my product ain't gonna be best. Like I explained the Mississippi Dogs, I explained to all the kids that I trained based on the greatness. I explained the kids that I know from all other people organizations too that we run into and stuff like that. So that know Coach Strill from that world. I explained to them that this is business over here. Just because I know you and you a good person and this and that over here, your stats might not be what it needs to be in this game. So don't think just because I know you or you played on my travel team or you been trained by me that you are automatic walk through the door type of person. I try to that's the first part you gotta do. You gotta take yourself out of it first before you even try to start telling everybody else to do it. So what I made myself do after the first year was honestly take myself out of it. It was like 7, 8 kids from Philadelphia in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never gonna probably be that again. Just gonna be honest with you. Like it was 7, 8 kids from Greenville Christian got picked that year. They was turned that year. But it probably would never be nothing like that because I had to start putting restrictions like only three kids from each team could be picked. I had to start putting restrictions on just like I said, who's selecting the kids or who helping me select the kids. And I had to go ahead and put my foot down to just be able to say no to some stuff.
Right. I'm pretty sure you get a lot of people that they know you. You strive to them. They don't look at you as, the CEO of your own brand. That's just my homeboy. And they want to throw their clout around or their weight around.
Yes.
How do you feel about them calling you, trying to like coach? I'm gonna call Strill and tell him put you on his All-Star game. Like, elaborate on that because I know you getting that.
I feel like I say, I feel like, man, if we cool, bro, and we in that space like that, only thing you should be really just calling me for is just to see how do you, what's the proper channels to, because like, I don't care how cool we is. You can ask even my mama if she called and say, my little cousin, how you get my little cousin the All-Star game? Yeah, what I'm gonna say, we got a nomination link and I'll send it to you soon as we get out the phone. You can sit on the phone with me 2-3 hours, like, you know what I'm saying, with me, talking about this. I'm still gonna say the same thing. By the time we get off the phone, I'm gonna listen to everything you saying and listen to everything you explaining to me about the kid and all that stuff. But I'm also make sure that you leave off that phone call or that text message or that Facebook message knowing that Coach Strib said, yep, this is the nomination form right here, and this is the proper channel to go to. And this ain't my, like, me owning Major Drip, it helps me out because I have to go through that with Major Drip. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are, instead of going through the proper channels, they just want to call me or text me, and I try to tell them, like, I'm moving around doing so much stuff, it almost seems like I'm having bad customer service because I can't focus on just you when I got a whole world that's ordering from Major Drip. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go through the proper channels. And this getting so big like that too. It might have been year one. You can call me and say, hey, don't forget about such and such. Hey, I'm gonna send you his film and stuff like that. Even my coaching friends, I tell them the same thing. Hey man, y'all make sure y'all got them kids stats up. Y'all make sure y'all got their highlights together now. Y'all make sure that that you got them nominated now, because when we go through this final selection and I start sending them out to the coaches and we picking who gonna be in the pool, they gotta have something to refer to. And if I got a kid on there, I just say, yeah, man, hey, just pick him anyway because he was on the Dogs. They gonna be looking at me like, dang, like what this is. And the main thing you wanna get around is the politics thing. Everybody always think it's politics. So along with me saying that, don't think because you do see Mississippi Dogs, Mesh Academy, Speed 707, a lot of those guys in the game too, because I have seen them play more than I don't seen the other kids play, and I have seen that they stats match up with their skill sets. Or you know what I'm saying? So don't think that just because you do see them people that don't think that now. Don't think you ain't gonna see no people that do know Strib personally in my game. If they really like that, bro, and I think they'll like it like that anyway. I think people will really want to earn the right to be in my game rather than saying I'm in it because I know Strib. Because everybody gonna know it's gonna stand out when you get around a bunch of all-stars and you need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Them players gonna call you out.
A whole bunch of all-stars. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna stand out, and people gonna be like, and do you really want to be in an all-star game and you know you didn't deserve to be in the all-star game? You're not an all-star caliber. Do you really want to do that? Like, I don't think nobody really wants to do that. It won't even feel right if you walk me through a door and I know I didn't earn that right to be walked through the door. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it just go hand in hand, bro. I'm hoping people just respect me as the owner and respect me enough as my friend and my confidence, too, to not even approach me thinking that you can just walk somebody through the door when I'm sending you through proper channels. Because if I didn't have proper channels, everybody would be talking about how unorganized I am. Or how you know what I'm saying? Or how, dang, you got to do nothing but call Kiery. He going to let such and such in. You see he got 16 kids from Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Year 3, right? Everything got a channel now, bro. Everything got a proper way of doing things. Because if I didn't have it together like that, I'd be talked about.
Right. So, are there any opportunities for underrepresented schools or regions to have their players featured in the All-Star game? Because I'm pretty sure you combine public and private school together, and you're the only person that do that when it comes to the All-Star game in the state of Mississippi that I know of. You know, I don't really know too many people that have pulled that off and been successful with it. You did it with the Grand Slam All-Star baseball and softball game.
And the All-Star weekend with the basketball.
And the basketball. So now, and with football last year. Well, this year.
Correct. You had this year. The softball game this past year, yes.
Right. So you have pulled it off, you know. So you're tapping into all markets just per se or throughout the whole Magnolia State. So how I'm trying to basically get it out to say, like, those schools that we never thought that would get somebody looked at, they got that one player, they actually have a chance to get them seen and put on a platform is basically what I'm trying to say through your
and association. Basically, I already answered that question because remember I told you about the nomination form. Yeah. That right there, that alone walks you through the door to put your name in the hat.
That should go.
I don't see I don't see 400 nominations in there, and they ain't going through 400 nominations. I'm steady going through there now, already clicking people out and deleting people that already done made other All-Star games. We had that many nominations. We had kids,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, that made other All-Star games even nominated themselves. So don't think that this is all me. Like, we locked into this. Like, this ain't just like, just because I got a staff that do this stuff, I'm still the final say-so of everything. So we looking at that. And if I see somebody from Napsapeta that's on there and he got 1,500 receiving yards, I don't care if he's doing it against 1A or not. Let's see if he can do it against some of these 6A and 7A players then. Because obviously, you will notice all my All-Star games, I don't care if you 5'8", 150 pounds. If you lead the state in tackles, you're going to be in the All-Star game, because guess what I want to see? Can you do that against them dudes?
Right.
Because you deserve it, right? If you putting them stats up, guess what you still got to do? No matter where you playing at, no matter who you playing, you still got to do what? Go put the helmet and the shoulder pads and the pads on just like everybody else, right? And you still got to go out there and actually do it. How many people around you ain't leading the state in tackles? If it was that easy, you would have 2 more people that's beside you that's playing the same people, right? Leading them states in tackles, getting them receiving yards, getting them rushing yards, right?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I love to put them kids on that stage like that. If you in top, I'm letting you know now, if you top 5 in any category in the state, you in the game. I don't care what the size is. You in the game.
What about those athletes, those student athletes that are like 3 stars or whatever that didn't get selected for either the Bernard Blackwell Classic or
what James be doing? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Because listen here. Hey, baby, what Deion say? I ain't hard to find. Y'all ain't doing nothing but dropping them in our lap. If they miss it over, if people that are 3 stars, it's some 3, bro. It's like, bro, it's probably gonna be 8, 9 3 stars.
Yeah.
And the top quarterback in the state, in yard, and you feel what I'm saying? Danny Dozen that didn't make it, gonna all be in the Magnolia game. Thank you, Lord. This is year 3. Thank you, Lord. But bro, if you look back at what's going on, bro, we always been popping it like that. This ain't our first year we had no stars in the game. Right. We started off with DJ Smith. He was the top quarterback in the state that year out of Greenville Christian.
Still balling out there in JUCO.
We had Chris Bell. Chris Bell starts wide receiver at Louisville right now.
Yeah.
We got the #1 left tackle in the state of Mississippi in JUCO who didn't have 0 offers that was in our game the first year. This ain't nothing that just don't happen. This just a blessing that we had this platform to still showcase those athletes. And now guess what? Somebody that ain't a 3-star get out there and route one of them boys up or something. Now guess what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Through the roof.
Stars made.
Through the roof. You know what I'm saying? So somebody else that won the Danny Dozen and feel like they could have blocked any Danny Dozen that got picked on the D-line, they get out there and put their hands on one of these boys that was the Danny Dozen.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's why I love so much about what I got going on, because another thing, I want to clear this up too. With us having them 3 stars and stuff, that limited to some spots down, first of all. With us having public and private school. See, these kids get so stuck in, man, what you mean, man? I'm the coldest. Bro, if you down to the 3rd game and 2 other games don't been picked, and now you got to go not only against the top public school players, and they left some 3 stars and 4 stars out and some Danny Dozens out, but you got to go against the top kids that can't even get the opportunity that they would have had if they wasn't in private school. You feel what I'm saying? You know how many of these kids out this class would be playing on the Mississippi-Alabama game if they wasn't in private school? John White. You feel what I'm saying? Alex Foster. I just showed you all his offers he had last night. That man got every offer in the country. You feel what I'm saying? But they in private school. So I want everybody to know that too now. When you get the picking, like, dang, bro, you got to remember you're going against the top kids that got left off of all these lists. Got left off of all these opportunities to be Danny Dozens and all this stuff because they in private school. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let's clear that up for a lot of people who don't know how high school football in Mississippi is operated. Can you explain what the Mississippi High School Athletic Association, what they govern, and how they are their own separate entity amongst others.
And the thing about it, tell me why I never knew none of this till I started throwing my own game. I'm like, wait a minute. So why this man ain't no damn Dudley? Why Dion? I said, why DJ Smith ain't on the damn Dudley list? I said, why DJ Smith ain't playing the Mississippi Alabama game? And somebody came to me and said me down there like, hey bro, you know that private school player can't play none of that. So then I started doing my own research and I started going to meet with public schools on the Mississippi High School Association. I went and met with them and got a clear understanding of what was going on. Got a clear understanding from the private school because I got so many private school kids that play with the dogs. So now I got the understanding. Bro, I never knew that. But you cannot be on the private school and you can't represent Mississippi and Mississippi Alabama game or Miss Bernard Blackwell game. And a Danny Dozen too, right? You can't be a Danny Dozen if you ain't see, I didn't know that till this year. I'm just not knowing this. I'm just not knowing it just like y'all. So like I said, I can't come on here talking for their platform and how they run things, but I can't just speak from the knowledge that I have obtained over these last 2 years to realize that, like, I didn't know that my own self. But hey, like I said, it with everything in life, it's got to be a change in something. Ain't no way we this many years down the line and it ain't nothing where public and private school top players are playing together in. Man, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. And like I said, I started just getting a good fun feeling of for the private school once I started getting the kids on my organization and stuff.
So basically, like, you realize you were getting mad over something that was out of your control because that's them folks stuff.
That's them folks stuff. Then I tell you, I never got mad over no rule that was in place. I just started abiding by the rules and moving everything around. I didn't come in here to be no hurricane and knock 2 all-star games off or none of that. Man, we in our own lane over here, bro. We're trying to give opportunity to kids that they didn't even have. This ain't even offered. This opportunity that we have is not even offered, period, to nobody, unless you're Under Armour All-American or something like that you got to go out of state and do. In state, this ain't offered to nobody in no genre, in no genre of sports. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't never even look at, I'm not competing against none of that. Like, I tell kids all the time, I want you to for sure go represent us in the Mississippi-Alabama game because I don't want Alabama to win nothing against us. I don't want, when it's Mississippi against everybody when it comes to everybody. And anybody can tell you that. But when it comes to the All-Star games, I never have been in competition of trying to knock nobody out of what they doing. That's why you see I still go by the same platform. Did I pick any kids? Did I send any invites out to kids before they did? No. I let them pick the kid because I want my game to stay special, to be the best of the rest. That's what makes it so special. That's what makes it so special when you find that gym. You like, man, ain't no way this man's 6'5", and I ain't even heard of this kid because he had a 1A school or because he had a private school. You know what I'm saying, bro? Private school probably got more D1 play. Well, I ain't gonna say more. They probably got this year is probably right here with D1 players coming out of private and public school. Literally. That's how loaded private school is now. So that's why I said, man, ain't no way we ain't putting these boys on the same grass and let's see what's going on. I love to see. I love because I was one of them people that wished that somebody would have put me on the field against a Tig Barksdale or something. He might have drugged me up and down that field, but we'll never know. We'll never know because I ain't never get out there. And you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So you know how that go. But yeah, man, like I said, I just want everybody to lock in on that though and just know that this is something that's never been done. So when y'all try to put us up against anything else, don't. So that's why I got the rules and criteria, because we got to go back to the criteria right there. That's why I got the rules and criteria of you can't be in a Mississippi, Alabama, or Bernard Blackwell or nothing and still compete in ours the same year. Because what would be the point of me repicking the All-Stars they already picked? Now on the private school side, I don't count their private school All-Star game as a statewide All-Star game. You know why? Because you're not with public and private school. So you can go play in your private school All-Star game. Y'all can go play in there. And you still can come play in our game because we don't count that. What I mean is the statewide game where we go play somebody else in another state. If you in any one of them games or you in the Bernard Blackwell, that's the top players in North and South, we don't repick you, because why would we repick you? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We trying to
You
shed
already
light on
representing the
kids
state.
that didn't get the opportunity.
Yeah, they already represent the state of Mississippi. So why, you know what I'm saying, why take that spot from somebody else when you can fill it with somebody who needs it?
Who really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, who need it. Right.
So how does the MSA Senior Bowl All-Star Game contribute to the development and recognition of young football talent in Mississippi?
Man, bro, it's the proof is in the pudding. First year, out of 84 kids that showed up, 75, I think it was 75, 76, all went to the next level to play football.
Yeah.
Come back the next year, this past season, this year,
Mm-hmm.
come back the next year, and we do it on a larger stage where we invited the top sophomores in the state and the top seniors in the state. Out of the Senior Bowl, except for I think 1 or 2, went to the next level. And I don't even think the 1 and 2. I think everybody on this game, I had to go back and look, but my timeline be full of these kids. I went and followed them on everything, right? That's the last thing we do before we leave. We go follow each other on everything so we can always stay locked in for the rest of our life. We always do that. That's the last thing that we do. I make sure everybody pull their phone out and we go follow each other on everything. Because if you ain't got no support from somebody, you know what I'm saying, you always gonna have at least that one support from Coach Stribling. Other than that, like I said, with the way that we do this, bro, all them then the 10th grade game. Soon as the 10th grade game was over with, I kid you not, Mississippi got set on fire. All the 10th graders, visits, all for 4-star, 3-star, 4-star, 3-star, 4-star. I'm talking about top running backs in their class, top stuff like that going on, bro. Nobody, bro, I don't care what nobody say, fam. Because one thing I teach them kids while they there, bro, when I had them conversations while we eat and stuff, I teach them to go make sure your film's right. Go make sure if your film ain't right and you can't do your film right, make sure you hit up Coach Strib as soon as this is over with. I'm gonna set some time aside and I'll make sure I get your film right. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened. As soon as they did that, bro, I promise them kids got set on fire, bro. Like I ain't never that 25 class, man. I ain't never saw that many kids get offers back to back like that. And like I said, whether it was because of my game or not, it just showed was a coincidence. As soon as the game was over with, that's what started happening. So like I said, I can't say that it was because of the game, but I say it had influence on it because you put light on some of these kids that you didn't even know. You can't tell me you knew about no left tackle in Kemper County. You can't tell me about you knew about no running back in Dern and Quitman. Come on now.
Yeah. Hey, so are there any plans to expand or modify the selection criteria in the future to accommodate changes in high school football in the state of Mississippi?
I'm really excited about it, bro. Like I said, I don't want to say too much, but like I really want to do another state versus state, but with my format. I want to take us to go play somebody else too. Mm-hmm. I want to flip that and make that something big with the top public and private schools all over the country. Not just the top public and private schools here. I want to be all over the country. And we keep the same format and do it like that. So I do got plans of that. But as of right now, you know, I always take it step by step. I don't never go throw too much on it. We added the sophomore game in this year. I told them I wanted to add the sophomore game in this year. We added that in. That ran smooth. We added baseball and softball in this year. That ran smooth because my whole goal when I first started this year one was to attack all 4 major sports in high school. And right now, it's definitely football, basketball, softball, and baseball. Like them the 4 major sports. In high school, volleyball on the way now because we just getting volleyball. But if everybody know how I get out down here in Mississippi, it's definitely football, basketball, baseball, and softball. And I wanted to lay them down. If I can lay them down, I'm fine with just being able to do those 3 every year because it takes so much out of me. But it just was so fulfilling to see that I laid all 3 of them down. And now they are solidified and in stone. So like I told you, my biggest obstacle was, even with trying to expand, was still trying to show people that it's real. And that this ain't no bootleg stuff just getting thrown together. So, like you say, we added combines to the baseball and the basketball this year. That sponsored by Zybex.
Football also
official partners of the NFL combine. So we finna try to pop out with it with the football too. It's a football combine. We gonna definitely try to pop out with it with the football. So
you had the football combine,
huh?
You had the football combine this year.
No, I'm talking about inside of the All-Star game. That was the only All-Star game that I didn't have the combine inside of the combine.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So now you think about these kids now at the most pivotal point of their career. We the last game of the year, December 31st, right? What did everybody start doing in January? That's when they start reaching out to all the kids and locking in with all the kids. Dead week start ending, where they can start coming to see the kids and talk to them. So what better change? What better way of being prepared than you get to make an all-star game that's gonna have you film, that's gonna be live streamed, that's gonna have an NFL combine inside of it with laser times and all this stuff to have your official numbers. So whenever a recruiter come to you, man, what's your real, man? I got this whole card right here. Got my official height, weight, speed, shuttle drill, what I bench, all this stuff right here. On top of, I got film with me against some of the top players in the state to end the year. In case you were wondering, could I play on this level? I might be a 1A, and you might not feel like, you might want to see something else to see if I can play on this level if I give you a D1 scholarship, or if I give you a scholarship to play at another level. Period. Kids get slighted all the time just because of the 8 a.m. That ain't got nothing to do with the football team. They got something to do with how many kids in the school. Kids get slighted all the time because they go to private school and they feel like you just running around a bunch of people that are just privileged. Not even knowing these folks really like that.
Right.
So you end the season with all that in the chamber, ready to start the new year off to get yourself recruited.
Yeah. All right, lastly,
when everybody figured out, because they do the first signing day first. So that's the first group. And when they sign the first group on the early signing day, now they opening the spots back up because now the kids don't select where they going. So now that spot don't open back up, right? So now you might be one of the person that was on the board that's to be called next. Or it might have been a person that wasn't even on the board till somebody saw you go for 200 yards in an all-star game against the top kids in the state of Mississippi.
Yeah. And then, you got to also put in retrospect, too, like, it ain't easy to get the D1 offers, the D2 offers. Hell, it's hard to get JUCO offers. Now, the portal, the high school portal, the transfer portal in college have changed the landscape of college football forever.
As I said, I took a post from one of the coaches from the Colorado staff and posted on my Twitter. That's probably the most retweeted anything I ever had. That man said this, and it was the truest thing ever, bro. If you ain't got a D1 scholarship offer right now, you need to be looking somewhere else and accept the fact that you're not going D1 right now. So be realigning some stuff and start reaching out and start going on these visits and talking back to these coaches that want to talk to you, that want you, bro. It don't matter where you go. I tell Callaway and all the time, Callaway is at Old Dominion. Bro, Callaway didn't want to go to Old Dominion, bro. But guess what? The chips lay like they lay, bro. And now now it's going on the second week. He one of the top backs in the nation rushing right now. For something that you didn't want to do, you got to go where people want you at, bro. You got to go where people want you because they gonna make a need for you when you get there. When you get to somewhere where you just had to scratch to get in there at the last moment because you know somebody or something like that, or just because you taking a walk on because you didn't want to go take a JUCO and let everybody know you're going JUCO, crazy. Better go where they want you, bro. You can pan out anywhere. You can pan
I always figure that too, man. Why some athletes are ashamed that they're playing JUCO football? Like, what's wrong with playing JUCO 2023?
JUCO lit.
Yeah, especially in Mississippi.
JUCO lit. All the coaching staff lit. The uniforms lit. The people you playing stupid lit because guess what? You're not even playing bounce backs hardly no more in JUCO. You playing kids that was the rawest kids coming out of high school because they couldn't get into a D1 school because of all these bounce backs going to another D1 school because they transferred.
Right.
So, bro, make the best of your opportunity, man. I don't care if you going to Walmart University. They say we paying a full ride for you to come play running back for us right now, bro. Go and break every record up there and have a statue of yourself when you leave. Because everybody ain't going to the NFL anyway.
The boy said, look at Josh Allen. He went JUCO, and look at him now. Stetson Bennett, look at him, JUCO. Look, Aaron Rodgers went JUCO. Cam Newton had to go JUCO. Like, look at Raymond Collins right now at Jones. He's the #1 linebacker in JUCO right now. Ole Miss committing. He's still getting Power 5 offers in, just flooding in. Like, he went JUCO. 2 years of it.
Hello.
#1 linebacker in JUCO right now in the nation.
Hello. To be #1 in anything is a privilege, but to be #1 in something in the nation,
right?
You lit. You
He
like real
told him,
talk.
fool.
I tell
That
all
man
my
said, I'm
kids,
going to Ole Miss.
I tell all my kids that I'm associated with, bro, if they let you through the door, go. I'm telling you still playing football at the next level for free. You know how much it is to go to school?
That's what you just said. Look at Callaway.
That's what I was just telling them, Malik. That man was on the top 50 rushing list this week.
Yeah.
That man was number 2 on breakout player of the week last week. This ain't, bro, it don't matter where you go. If you like that fam, bro, go break every record, have a statue of you built when you leave there. I promise you.
Right.
When you just pay, and we're going to move on after this. Just pay attention to when everybody in the NFL announcing their school at the beginning of the rosters. Bro, them people be from everywhere, bro. Like, literally, like, and the people that start don't even be from Alabama University, Florida University. They be from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Idaho. Just the most random schools ever. Like, the most random schools ever.
But the thing is,
10-year vets.
Everybody's journey is different to their destination. Come on, and the thing that you're trying to do is just get to your destination. If your route is delayed and you can't go JUCO straight out of high school, I mean, you can't go D1, D2, or D3, or D4 straight out of high school, go JUCO. Sometimes JUCO is a better route because sometimes you get that opportunity to develop.
And if you can't get no opportunity, period, and you feel like you really like that, bro, it's other avenues to still go get film and be able to walk off. All y'all be so heartbroken after you don't get no offer or nothing. Like it don't be trials. Like it don't be semi-protein that you can just go. Like it's good semi-protein where you can go and get film and play you a season and come back. You don't waste no eligibility or nothing.
Ricky Green, right. He said JUCO being lit is mostly be people around the kids putting the wrong thing in their ear. You are the company you keep.
Boy, that's another thing I'm glad he said that. Another thing, bro, keep the people around you that's not just telling you yes to everything, bro, or not just trying to steer you to what everybody else will try to steer you towards, bro. If you going to a school, first of all, if I'm a wide receiver right now, I'm a wide receiver, and I'm one of the top wide receivers in the country. I got all these offers, all this stuff. I'm not worried about how I look in the jersey. I'm gonna look good in whatever uniform. I promise. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna drip that up. I'm a top receiver in the nation. I'm dripping whatever uniform up. But do you go do the research on the coach that you're going to play under? And I ain't just talking about the head coach. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the people that's going to be your position coach. How many people have you sent to the league at wide receiver? Ooh. How many top wide receivers has he produced that led the school in yards?
Right.
How many wide receiver jobs have he had, and why have he been bouncing around?
Yeah.
That type of stuff. You go in there and ask them hard questions like that, they're gonna be, he on his shit. Yeah, he on, you know what I'm saying? A lot of kids don't do that. They go in there, they scared to answer, they gonna start off the muscle.
Like they worrying about where they gonna go. All these kids' main thing is when they get out of high school, they demand in their high school. So when they leave, they want that same type of attention when they go somewhere else. And they just gotta realize it don't work like that.
You can't do that.
It don't work like that. You gotta go and build yourself over again. It's a next step.
Thing. If I go and I just ask a coach all them questions I just asked him, right? And he give me the answer that I want. And guess what? We at Belhaven University, he don't send 6 receivers to the league. He done had 2 that done jumped in the transfer portal and went D1 from this school. He done did all this. Guess where I'm going? I'm going there rather than going over to Kansas University that ain't sent nobody nowhere. And I'm finna get out there and I know that I'm still finna sit on the bench and wait, but I'm finna sit on the bench and wait for somebody that ain't even never rolled nobody out. You live not to even be here no more after I done waited. You feel what I'm saying? Right. That's the type of stuff that like kids just need to, that type of stuff people need to be putting in kids' ear, bro. Not just trying to go talk for them. Stop trying to talk for them too. They 18 years old, bro.
Yeah.
They like for instance, when they get in college anyway, when you saying, man, why you ain't been out there? They probably don't have the biggest falling out with the coach or everything because of stuff going on. They're gonna be just telling you what you want to hear so you can come up there and feed into it. You know what I'm saying? Let them start talking for themselves and making arrangements themselves because they finna have to pay their own bills when they get in college. Finna have to get up for class, finna have to follow rules they own self without you telling them to follow the rules. They finna have to do all that type of stuff. So when it comes to like this recruiting stuff, bro, if they mess it up, let them mess it up. Don't mess it up because your mama done messed it up. They ain't finna go.
Right.
They ain't finna go run down one route. They ain't finna go do no 2 a days. They ain't finna go do nothing. They ain't finna have to sit on the bench 3-4 years when I could have just went JUCO and got everything I needed that first and second year and been ready to go to the next level, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, like get y'all some people around. It ain't nothing as a parent. It's nothing to say that you don't know what these people are talking about. Right. It's messed up when you don't know what they talking about, and all they doing is walking y'all through suites, feeding y'all fruits and stuff on a plate, and taking pictures with you, and you saying, yeah, you need to go here. Instead of y'all up in there asking the hard questions, like the questions that kids need to be.
Like, just like my boy Ricky. Ricky on it tonight, man. Ricky, we should have brought Ricky on. Ricky on it tonight. Ricky said facts, and please let them know D2 ain't bad either. Everybody journey different,
bro,
man.
No school is bad. I just told you, you go to Walmart, Tech, University, and they say, Kiery, you can go start DB for me right now for the next 2 to 3 years. I'll be sending you to the league. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Look, all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just pack my bag and I'm out of there. Hey, look.
Oh, what do you need me to do? You said free Scott. You said free. You said I'm starting. And you said the next 2 to 3 years, you guaranteed I'd be on the NFL prospect list.
Right. Okay, let's go. Strap them up.
Boy, y'all crazy.
Oh man, yeah, they crazy, man.
Y'all need somebody telling y'all stuff like that though.
Yeah,
y'all got so many people get ready to take pictures and stuff on the trips with you and stuff. They ain't even telling you what you need to hear.
Oh yeah.
Like real talk, like you need to be going what's best for you, what's most comfortable for you, bro. Because when you get to the school, everybody's still gonna cheer for you.
Yeah. And then you know
a lot of type of stuff to talk about when you sign there.
Yeah.
But when you go and start cutting up, they go, man, that look cool. Man, look cool. It don't matter where he went to. That boy cutting up. Knowing they was the main one, man. He should have took his ass to Alabama. Like that to go to. Should have took his ass to Alabama.
Yeah. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna tell you. You get a lot of these players, like they so arrogant, man, and they don't know how to be humble. They get to these JUCOs, man, look at this, man, look at the living condition, look at this. Most of these kids be from the hood, you know what I'm saying? They want to get to a JUCO and act like they bougie. Be acting like they boo. Hold on now, man. We getting it out the mud most of the time. Most of them barracks.
When did people stop not wanting to get it out the mud? That's what we don't lost
internet.
All transparency. Even if I know I'm going to Alabama, you know you got to get it out the mud when you get there. These boys gonna be you liable to be sitting on the bench.
You know what the problem is? And you know what the problem is? It's the internet, man. Social media.
It ain't nothing but the internet.
That's all it is, bro. It's all
you
about
know,
the clout.
Social media was the biggest invention ever. Like I said it all the time, it was the greatest invention ever, and it was one of the worst. Because first of all, it was the greatest because you see how we doing this now. I ain't nowhere near the coast. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was the greatest because we doing this type of stuff. You able to do this type of stuff. But it was the worst, bro, about how you can be anybody you want to be, and always who you want to be ain't who you need to be. Like when you get online and stuff, bro, you can be wherever you want to be. I saw one of the top players in the state questioning some of his coach, questioning coaching decisions. I ain't saw that all since I've known this kid. I've never saw him do that. But he's a top player in the state. He get on that questioning coaching decisions that you just won a state championship from.
They feel themselves. They get to smell like my mama say.
And I'm just like, bro, that ain't even in your character box.
Yeah. Like them old folks say, you smelling your pee.
You smelling yourself.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I don't care how, bro, you know what the coldest thing is, bro? When you popping it, bro, and you still the same person you were before you was able to pop it.
Yeah.
Like, real talk, that's what make you popping it feel so good, like you prepared to pop it.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of the top dogs that we had that have came out of the state of Mississippi probably in the last 15, 20 years, all got that, damn near a lot of them got their start in JUCO football. Because I can tell you a lot just from Gulf Coast down here on the coast. From Jones, East Mississippi Community College, Holmes Community College, man. Like,
in the league.
They're in the league.
They playing big time ball. Structure. You gotta get it out the mud when you go JUCO. You ain't got it's about over if you flunk out of JUCO. It's about over If this don't work for you in JUCO, it's about over. That's what makes you go so much harder in JUCO. Like, you will never have as much fun as you had in them trenches, in the trenches of high school and JUCO. You will never have that much fun in the game again, bro. Because that's why the bonds be so tight. Because all y'all, you might not even got a pack of noodles. You gotta go to the next. You gotta go to your sweet mate room just to get some noodles. It's just that. It's that, bro. I don't know. It's just that.
From the people I talked to, what I gathered from the people I talked to that played JUCO ball, they and they went on to that next level, played Division II, Division I, or whatever. You know, they appreciated where they went because of where they come from. Those humble beginnings in JUCO had them prepared at that next level, and that's all you got to be is be prepared, bro. That's all it got to be. Be prepared.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, me coming from being net, bro, I don't bounce around coaching jobs for free. I ain't even got my coaching degree yet. I don't been a paraprofessional at all type of schools for free. I don't train people for free. So me just being in the position I am now, starting from $0 every year with the All-Star game, I love that. Just to know that I'm in a position to give somebody something when I ain't even got something. You know what I'm saying? Just from my mind, just from my ideas and my thoughts. It's so, like I said, when you have humble beginnings, bro, it makes everything just feel so much appreciative. Like, you just feel so, bro, I be telling them, I don't have to, bro, I don't care if we break even after the game over with or nothing. Long as them kids got everything that I said they were going to get on that sheet, long as them kids got the experience that I promised them, long as them kids met new people and was talking to somebody that they weren't talking to when they first got there, long as them coaches that get around each other, they never been around each other, can go home and they all still talking in group chats 2-3 weeks after the game over with. Bro, that's what makes me. I love that. It's like I hit for $1 million after the game over with when that go on, bro. You don't got nothing to do with money because you got home again. You know where you came from. You ain't sitting there. You ain't sitting there. You ain't sitting there trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no hidden agendas. When you ain't got no hidden agendas between really trying to help people and bless people, bro, it feels so much better when the task is done. Like, seriously.
Right.
It feels
like
so
you see what Josh say? We say
the greatest vibe ever. That's the motto, and that was just supposed to be the theme for last year, but that's definitely the theme forever now. Because I promise you, we went this whole year 2023 so lit that I ain't even want to throw the game in 2024. We coming right back at the end of the year with it in the same 2023. We gonna be like what Soldier Boy said. We did it first. We gonna be the first one to go the statewide All-Star game twice in 1 year. We did it first.
Hey, so you dropping 2 albums in the same year?
2 albums in the same year. We were so lit, I'm so ready to do it again. And we having both games on the same day this year. We were so lit, we ready to do it again. We having both games on the same day, so you ain't got to come to one the day before and then miss the next one. We coming back to back with the same games on the same day. New Year's Eve, the last game of the year. We started the year off, and we're gonna pop it off and end it with the greatest vibes ever. And if you want to be a part of it, make sure you tap in. The nomination form is in every platform we got. Make Know Your Sports Association at the top of it. So you don't want to miss out. And if you throw your name in the hat and you didn't get picked, don't let this define you. This All-Star game ain't nothing but an extra blessing. You see you don't get picked, you pop straight back up and you say, Coach Strill, hey, you can do my film or fix my film. I'm still gonna do it for you. Just because I fool with the state like that. You ain't gotta make my game or be attached to me on nothing else for me to help you out. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, don't let this define you, bro, because I ain't never let no letdown define me. And that's why I'm running a statewide All-Star game right now. Nothing.
Yeah, I got a last question before I let you go. And you kind of pretty much answered this, man. You must have seen my notes or something, man. What advice do you have for aspiring high school football players who aspire to be part of your All-Star series? That's for basketball, football, everything.
Work. The main thing I love in being prepared. Work preparation. What I mean by that is always be prepared, bro. You got the capabilities of having your own huddle.
Right.
I want to see a film from my high school game right now. You get to see it the same night when it's over with. Be prepared. And what I mean by using the huddle, not just using it for your highlight film. Also be prepared by watching film on who you're going to play the next week. So when you get out there, your highlight film can be lit because you know everything the man across from you finna do before he even do it.
Right.
That's how you get noticed, bro. By being prepared, bro. Proper preparation. I promise you. Be prepared. Secondly, make sure that you, like I said, don't let nothing like this define you. If you in the 10th grade right now, you not picked as one of the top 10th grade because you already know the 10th grade game is, boy, that's the hardest one to get in because you don't have no other game that's in the 10th grade. So you just getting, I'm doing what Blackwell them doing. I'm having to pick 84 players out of the whole 10th grade class. So make sure, even if you don't make that 10th grade year, make sure, man, you bounce back and you make sure you have the coldest 11th grade year. You finish this season off hard and you come back and you might make it to 12th grade year.
Yeah.
That's why we did them in intervals like that. That's why we do our games with 2 years between them. So you can have something to work for. Now you got something to work for when you come out of 8th grade. You know that you got a game that you can make in the 10th grade. So it's going to make you want to get on the field as a 9th grader. It's going to make you want to have your film together early. You already ought to be ready to make films and stuff when as soon as you touch that freshman year. If you ain't doing nothing but covering kicks, you better have your huddle log in. Real talk. Because you got something to work towards now. That's what I did it for, and that's why I commend the state and the coaches, bro. This year, I promise you more teams is prepared, bro. I ain't never seen these many schools have they stats uploaded on Max Prep this early. I ain't never seen this many kids got their films and putting it in people's face like they doing it. And another thing, too, make sure when y'all do y'all films, don't just click the link on them, man. Go screen record it like y'all do a fight or something and put it on your page. Put that in their face. Put it in their face. Don't make it where we got to click nothing to go find you. Put that in their face while I'm strolling and the video just started playing. Put it in my face. Right. Give them the people that gets opportunity that other people don't because they working. They prepared. And they're not letting nothing else define them. Don't worry about what somebody else saying about you. If you're not getting as much time as this person is, guess what you do? You go work.
Facts. This was needed, man, because these conversations have to be had with our players. Like, they have to be, somebody got to tell them this. If they don't hear from nobody else, then they're going to go along. We can't be the blind leading the blind. We have to make sure we regurgitating and giving out the right information to our generation.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely.
So, man, I appreciate you, man, for coming on tonight, man. I know we usually have you come on for our Friday night special. You missed that, so we had to come and do this special. But I think we got something with this little Monday night thing, man. We come in just get free game, man.
Davis, he usually do his on Monday for the youth, but the youth season winding on down. Because one thing I don't like to do, if I see somebody doing something, I ain't trying to step on your toes. I never try to do that. I'm trying to get in my own little lane and grow my own little trail to my lane. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't never trying to jump on what nobody else doing. But like you said, this was definitely needed because I've been wanting, like I said, the stuff that I be want to say, I can't type all that up, man. I can't type all that up. But just make sure, bro, that y'all know that y'all are not just going against public school players when you don't make this roster now. Last thing, too. You asked me about the preparation, the work, and all that stuff, what they need to do. Last thing is be real with yourself.
Yeah.
If you haven't made 2 other All-Star games and you don't make this one, you shouldn't be as angry as you was when you didn't make the first or second one, baby. Mm-hmm. You should just want to go get in the lab because obviously you ain't going to miss 3 games if you like it. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to be real with you.
It's the best of the rest, man.
Be real with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
As a parent, be real with yourself. These kids got every capability of you to go watch their film, go look at their stats, go look at their work ethic, and go check their social media.
Yeah.
Because it might be one of the coldest players don't make my game because they social media. I follow all y'all on social media. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you be real with yourself, bro. Don't get mad if you don't make this 3rd game after 2 other games done been picked, bro. You might not be an all-star. You might just be a good football player that can go on to the next level and make it to the NFL and never made an all-star game.
Yeah.
Plenty of people don't get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plenty of people don't get that. You think they care about making the Mississippi Alabama game and they in the NFL getting paid?
Yeah.
You think his highlight of his life was, man, I ain't even make the Mississippi Alabama game, but he playing on Mondays.
Yeah. Look at the state's last 2 or 3 leading rushers. They was from the coast. They were from the coast. They didn't get selected. Well, unless your
They
name was
ain't even
Dante Didez.
D1. They led the state back to back from the same school. They not even in D1. One of them at Gulf Coast and one of them at Mississippi College. Like, come on, guys. Both of them made the All-Star game and won MVP of the All-Star game. That was crazy. Both of them did. And those guys that led the state, that won MVP of an All-Star game, they're still at JUCO and D2, fulfilling their life playing sports. They at JUCO and D2, continuing their career. Keep that in mind. So when you think you really like that, if you ain't let the state in nothing, and you feel like you too good to go JUCO or to D2, you need to go jump off a bridge or something. Tell you now.
Yeah.
Because, like I just said, those two guys led the state back to back from the same school.
Yeah, the same school. Back
one
to
was
back.
backing up the other one the year before.
Right. And they both was what bowl game they was at?
You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say was that. They both is that. And
both they still that right now.
And both won MVP of my game.
They at Gulf Coast getting off right now.
And John Peterson at
Mississippi College. At Mississippi College, Choctaw, as a true freshman, traveling with the team as a true freshman, man. Like, and they were where? They got overlooked, and they were where? With the best with the rest.
And that's how we can end that right there, my dog. I'm hungry. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed night.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, this was something that we needed to do. I kind of like this too. Bingo, if it ain't on Monday night, shoot, I just like to talk to the state. And like I said, me and Bingo, we got all type of stuff coming out, not just sports related. We everywhere around the state with all this, with this music and everything. But we want to make sure that y'all tap in with the MSA before we get popped off with everything else and get going. We finna be like Tyler Perry around this boy. We got all type of genres coming out. So y'all just be on standby for that, man. You creating a little beats right here with the production team that we got and the media team that we got, man. So before we leave, y'all make sure the game, everybody, I know these are the questions that people ask, what day the game is going to be on. The game is going to be on New Year's Eve this year, December the 31st. How to get your kid in the game. We got nomination forms on all our social media platforms, Magnolia Sports Association, and they all tagged at the top. Other than that, man, you want to be a part of the greatest vibes, we're gonna have tickets on sale early. We're gonna have merch on sale early. We're gonna have all that on sale early. But when you slide in the game, you pick all your merch up and everything already been paid for right there at the table. So we're gonna already have all that together for you. It's gonna be a big thing this year, man. Y'all make sure y'all don't only support the Magnolia Sports Association, but y'all gonna make sure y'all go to support them kids in the Blackwell game and the Mississippi Alabama, because I will be at every one of them this year as well. Because I got kids in every one of them. I'm so proud of them, man. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed night. And there's only one Magnolia.